I come down the high street. We've got the Starcraft set up and we're waiting for them, and they should be here any minute. So, if only the weather would get a bit better.
Okay, it's lunchtime. It's Strathclyde Country Park and it's Glasgow, Monday. Pretty trouble-free run this morning. Not a lot of hassle except going through Edinburgh, where the police didn't give us an escort, so all the cars got broken up. But STV were there to film it, and we understand that's actually gone on air at lunchtime and is going on again tonight. Among the strange vehicles actually part of the cruise and going all the way is what can only be described as the school bus. It's this yellow creation behind me. And in fact, we're going to nip on board and shoot some live footage. As you can see, the living quarters are a bit cramped. Smell of alcohol in the air.
Cosey's the word, cosy.
This is the living. So how's it been so far?
Swell. Yeah, good.
I don't know, we keep seeming to pass you. We're always ahead of us when we get somewhere.
We take shortcuts. Tricky driving, we take shortcuts.
If you can leave us behind, we're going to make up for it.
So we overtook you on the hill coming up from John O'Groats first day. I thought, Christ, they're never going to get to Inverness till 4 in the morning. Right overnight, you're there.
Oh, yes. We do it.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
So it's been fun, is it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
good. Lots
Good.
of fun.
So you're just dossing down inside there every night?
Roughing it, yeah.
Yeah. And it smells like it too, believe me.
Strathclyde behind them, the cruise headed south to Carlisle for the night stop. But it was an early rise on Tuesday the 9th of June, and Nick Duncan, the promotions manager, had to face the cameras.
Nick, how did all this come together?
Well, it all started with a small piece in Street Machine magazine, which is our magazine. We basically said, hey, we're thinking of doing this trip from John O'Groats to Land's End. Is there anybody else out there that was interested? And the mail just started rolling in and snowballing. We then decided, well, if we're going to do it, which obviously our readers wanted to join in, let's do it for charity. So we asked our readers to nominate the charity they wanted the money to go to. And they came up with 2. They were very close. We thought it was too difficult really to separate one from the other. So we decided that the Cancer Research Campaign and Action for Research and Multiple Sclerosis should benefit from the efforts. Okay, it's Tuesday morning. It's dry for a change, and here we are in Carlisle. Today it's Newcastle and on to the overnight at Leeds. One of the more unusual vehicles that is following this convoy can only be described as a hearse, and in fact we've got a couple of major celebs with us, and it's the Blues Brothers. Oh boys, how's things?
Not too bad.
No, we particularly like actually the many unique features of this remarkable vehicle, including the manually operated wiper system. Fully functioning, of course, as long as the passenger's awake. How are you enjoying it?
Great. A lot of fun.
No problems so far? Apart
Apart
from
from
the wipers?
wipers, nothing.
Yeah?
Apart from a few little leaks.
How far you come from?
Essex.
Essex, yeah? Alright, if I remember rightly, you bought this specifically for the cruise, yeah? How much did this set you back?
Only £100.
£100. Saw you coming.
Well, not really. We've got number plates worth 650 quid, so we
Is
made
it really?
Yeah.
What's the number on it?
312 DMA.
Great. So you're well ahead already?
Yeah.
So what does it feel like? You're sleeping in the back, aren't you?
Yes.
All those other little bodies that used to be in there at one time. No problem,
Keep
huh?
us company.
It's great. And you raising money for charity as well?
Yes.
How are you doing?
Not so bad. Got a few sponsors at home and
Yeah.
a few more when we get back.
Good. And so you're enjoying yourselves?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. That's the Blues Brothers, and they're with us all the way down to Land's End.
So, next stop Newcastle, and Tony Beadle in a buoyant mood.
Fantastic. It's a really great turnout. Yeah, it's magic. And, well, it's going to get better from here on in.
how are we doing? Well, we've managed to get a little bit confused a couple of times, once through Newcastle and once in trying to find the lunch stop, but all being well, we should be seeing the Post House Hotel in a matter of moments, I hope. It's raining again. Typical, really.
I'm actually, well, Nick,
It's complicated. Steve is... Okay, it's lunchtime once again, and it's in Middlesbrough, just outside Middlesbrough, at the Post House Hotel. Had a little bit of a problem in the middle of Newcastle, where the crew sort of split itself in half. Half followed us, probably wasn't the best move they could have made, because we then seemed to get lost ourselves. We've all made it here in one piece. By the lunch, an hour and a half, back on the road, off to Leeds. I'll talk to you then.
unfortunately it's starting to rain.
Yorkshire here by lad. Grand to be back home. Nearly back home in Scarborough. I was going to take one road then and go see my mum for a couple of hours, but I changed my mind. We had a good trip as well. Along with everybody else. I'm just so happy to be here. And I'll catch you later.
Take a photograph of you, taking a film.
Some job is putting up there.
You know the car park? That's what it's
Yeah, good day. Give us all the bloody right information, just was all in the right roads.
Right, we're now at the Alpine Inn just outside Wetherby, waiting for the local club to come and lead us into the hotel tonight. There's loads of things planned. MP's trying to visit us by helicopter and all sorts of things. Free disco is going to be great. We had a real good run down here. The traffic's been a bit bad, but everybody's managed to keep most of it together, and things are looking really good. A load more cars join us in the local area, and it's getting better and better all the time.
After an overnight stop in Leeds, on the morning of Wednesday the 9th of June, Nick Duncan was waving the crews goodbye from the hotel.
Okay, it's the Ladbroke Hotel at Garforth near Leeds still, round the corner of the car park, and you can hear and see the cars leaving on the next stretch, which will take us down to the TV cameras at Old Trafford. Some of the cars leaving now have been with us all the way. We reckon about 50 or 60 are still planning to go all the way down to Land's End. We are arriving at Old Trafford. This isn't exactly the football pitch out front here. It looks a bit rough actually for the driver's knees. But we're about half an hour ahead of all the cars because we've come direct. We understand that Piccadilly Radio and Granada Television are going to be here. Just trying to figure out somewhere to park really at the moment. We're going to sort of sling it over here, I think. It's nice and obvious. A couple of cars here already, a couple of rods. We've just spoken to the office and they tell us that somebody saw the piece we did on Look North last night, which went down really well. So that's encouraging news. Out front you can see Old Trafford football ground, the home of the Red Devils, Manchester United themselves. And we'll get back to you as soon as the cars start arriving. So Okay, it's about 11:15 and behind me you can see Old Trafford Football Ground, home Manchester United. For once, the Starcraft arrived ahead of everybody else without getting lost, courtesy of the police who gave us the most direct route. In fact, as I'm standing here, I can actually just hear the first of the cars turning up, being led by the good old Model A pickup. Old Trafford safely found, it's time for a few words from Gordon McRae, the Peel Secretary from Arms, on behalf of both charities.
We're very grateful. I'm particularly grateful to all the representatives here who are in their cars for the tremendous efforts they have made on our behalf. And I say that also on behalf of the Cancer Research Campaign, who I've been asked also to represent on this journey. We're extremely grateful, and we understand, and this has been confirmed by the Motor Magazine Street Machine, whose idea this was, that the majority of the drivers apparently have raised between £900 and £1,000 each, which is absolutely remarkable. And we are very grateful indeed. An astonishing effort by everybody concerned. We've been fortunate enough to have these cars well covered, I think, by television, despite the fact that there's an election tomorrow, and we've done very well.
Old Trafford behind them, the crews head for Chesterfield.
The papers and the trash. Oh, you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak. Don't go back. Just finish cleaning up your room. Let's see that dust fly with that broom. Get all that garbage out of sight. Or you don't go out Friday night. Yakety yak. Don't go back. You just put on your coat and hat and walk yourself to the laundromat. And when you finish doing that, bring in the dog and put out the cat. Yakety yak. Don't go back. Don't you give me no dirty looks. Your father's hip, he knows what cooks. Just tell your hoodlum friend outside, you ain't got time to take a ride. Yakety yak. Don't go back. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Yakety yak, yakety yak.
And so, the cruise, it's Chesterfield.
And hi there, and welcome inside Sky High. My name's Mike Rouse, and I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about the truck. We're sitting at the moment just underneath a roof which is 12 feet off the ground, so this is about 10 feet away from the deck. Sky High's got 5.5 foot diameter tyres, each one's 43 inches wide, and down there is a 7.5 litre engine, down there is an automatic gearbox, and back there is a front axle, which should be on the front of a truck, but it's on the back, and it gives us front and rear steering. Nice, safe seats to sit in, racing seats, the Cobra seats.